What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing analysis on AMD stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
So, and on today's video guys, I will show you how you should do your fundamental analysis on different assets from scratch. I will show you this on the AMD example, but what is more importantly, I will show you what should you expect next from the price action of its stock and how you can benefit out of its movements. So guys, and let's begin with some fundamentals. First of all, I want to show you that I already made analysis on this asset for my Patreons, and if you want to be a part of my Patreon group, just use the first link in the description below. On top of that guys, I have to admit that this technical analysis worked perfectly well, and in a minute I will explain you what was my key bullet points and key points for this stock, but first of all I want to pay attention to the general sentiment related to AMD stock. And first of all, let's take a look right here. This stock is on the 6th place in this, you can find it on the 6th place on this website. It is the website which tracks the activity of Wall Street Bets community. And you can see that the most popular are Bitcoin, Micron Technology, Microsoft, SpaceX, S&P 500, and on the 6th place right now you can find an AMD. Definitely it is not a coincidence, and in a minute I will show you why I think so. But first of all, let's take a look at the general sentiment related to this stock. And to do so, just type in Google search bar AMD stock and switch to new stuff folder. And you will find several recent news. Definitely you have to know everything about the company if you want to invest or even if you want to trade this asset and any asset on the market. But I want to pay attention to this article that was published on Yahoo Finance just a couple of days ago. And it's titled Marvel versus AMD, which semiconductor stock has an edge in the AI market. And the long story short, it is very thorough comparison of these two companies, and I want to tell you that wait a second, I will show you the conclusion. And it says, while both Marvel Technology and AMD are well positioned to capitalize on the AI infrastructure boom, AMD appears to be better stock to retain at current levels. The company offers a more diversified AI portfolio spanning server CPUs, AI accelerators, and rack-scale infrastructure, reducing its dependence on a single product category or customer base. And guys, I have to say that the ratings that was set to AMD is hold, which means guys, at this quite elevated levels, it is not the time to add this stock into your investment portfolios. On top of that, I want to pay attention to the list of so-called smart money investors, and this website tracks the activity of smart money investors in order to, well, find out what is the sentiment among the institutional investors. And as you can see, this is the number of shares which belong to institutional investors, and we have the highest level ever for this stock, which means more and more institutional investors still hold the stock in their investment portfolios. On top of that, the most recent activity you can find right here, and green rows indicate new positions, red rows indicate closed positions, and this delta of shares explains the difference between previous position and the current position of the company. If the number is positive, which means this company, PVG Asset Management Corporation, added almost 500% to its existing position, and this is the total value of this position, $7.5 million. And in general guys, I have to say that we can see more positive numbers right here, which means we have more bullish pressure on the stock from the so-called smart money investors. But keep in mind that this indicator has a delay of at least 45 days. These dates are not the deal's execution dates. It is just the filing dates, and real deals happened at least 45 days before this date, and it happened somewhere in previous quarter of the year, which means guys, this is a lagging indicator, and right here you can see only a general sentiment from the smart money investors. But at the same time, guys, I want to pay attention to the chart itself. And first of all, let's take a look at some financials at this top folder. You can see that the price to earnings ratio is quite high, 167.2, which means this company has a huge premium. If you want to buy the stock, you have to pay this premium to the market. On top of that, in general, this is the growth and profitability. You can see that the revenue is consistently growing. Basically from 2023 we don't have any decline in this parameter. The only year when they had slightly lower revenue was 2023 compared to 2022. At the same time, guys, this orange line represents net margin, and net margin is growing, which is also a very good sign. On top of that, I want to pay your attention to some statements, and right here I want to pay attention to the number of shares. And for the last 3 years, from 2023 to 2025, we don't have pretty much any difference in the number of shares, which means there are pretty much zero dilutional processes with this stock, which means, guys, you are on a safer territory and you will not be a target of a dilutional processes. On top of that, let's take a look at its balance sheet, and here you can see that their total assets are much higher than their total liabilities, which is also a very positive sign. And the cash flow, free cash flow for the 12 trailing months is $8.57 billion, which is also very good number. So, and let's take a look at the forecast from analytic firms. Right here you can see that among 50 analysts, we have the consensus analyst price target that is set at $498.62, which is slightly below the current price, and it is about 7.2% of downside potential. But the highest price target is set at $665, and the lowest price target is set at $320, which means, guys, you can see that we have a so-called split decision, which means we might see at least some consolidation phase around the current levels, and probably we might see even a decline on the price for this asset. So, and let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deeper right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So, guys, I drew these lines, on the first glance it is some kind of mess, but I drew these lines in order to project some price targets for this stock, and I made it when this asset was somewhere from 70 maybe to $120, and my price targets was set first of all at 0.786. As you can see, it hit exactly this range to the tick and had a first reaction. It retested it twice, had a reaction, and this green rectangle represents the accumulation level that I gave to my students in order to catch its next potential bounce. The next price target was 1-to-1 extension, and guys, it was broken with the flying colors, but if you zoom into this range, you can see that it acted as a very good support. And from this level, we also have a very good movement to the upside. The next price target was set at 101.618 extension level. As you can see, it hit this level, then had a reaction, and at that point, the level of 1.38 became a range of support, and for now we are moving higher. So, what should we expect from the price action? Guys, take a look right here. If we take a look at the indicators, you can see that we have a bearish divergence. Let me show you on a weekly time frame. We have a bearish divergence on RSI. We have lower highs on RSI with the higher highs on the price action, which means in the foreseeable future, I believe within the next several weeks, we have to see a deeper pullback, which means, guys, it is not the best point where you can add this stock into your investment portfolio. I don't want to tell you that we have to go lower from this particular point, but other signs show me that this asset is quite weak at this level, and we have to see a pullback. First of all, it is this candle, which is a doji candle. It is undecisive candle, and with the lack of momentum according to MACD and with the bearish divergence on the weekly time frame, we can anticipate a decline in price of AMD. On top of that, we have the same bearish divergence on a daily time frame. On you can see we have higher highs on the price action and lower highs on our side, which means, guys, it is another sign that we might see a decline. But take a look right here. We have a positive, we have a diminishing bearish momentum, which means we might see another leg to the upside that will potentially will stay in line with this level of resistance, and potentially it will retest it, and only then we might see a decline in its price. That is why, guys, from the fundamental standpoint, this company is very good, and you can rely on it as a contender into your investment portfolios. But from the technical analysis standpoint, I can tell you that it is not the best point where you can add this stock into your investment portfolios, because I expect a deeper pullback, and somewhere lower you will be able to add this stock into your investment portfolio if you want to benefit out of its upcoming performance. So I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna